and Beyond, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Tyler Herro.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And there's Money. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard. And for the Heat, Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Herro. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. Doors for front offices. With the season starting to wind down, what's important now?
Yeah, their focus shifts depending on the season. And right now, with the season sort of dwindling, first and foremost, the draft lottery is important. The draft will occur over the course of the summer. So talent evaluation of those all-important college kids, the European players, but also you're evaluating your roster. What has worked? What do we need to change? There is always so much to look at if you are trying to put a team together.
For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Shots good by Herro.
And the touch on the interior. Herro can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Money, no good. And here's Miami. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
You know, they came in as the underdog here. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
Carries it from three-point range.
That's a great feed by Cat. Those assist numbers have improved big time over the years.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Here's Money. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Rozier the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Herro. On the clock. It's rebounded by New York. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Towns gets it to go.
Karl-Anthony Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
Here's Rozier. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Adebayo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists in the game.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And the basket by Money. On the top of the Rookie of the Year watch list, we see MP's name. He has really been impressive.
And before he stepped on an NBA floor, expectations were already high. So to see him actually deliver, it's exactly what his team was hoping he could add to the franchise.
And here is Hero, following the 3 from Money. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Lets the 3 fly, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
Here's Hero, following the score by New York. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more.
Substitution on the court.
It's energy out there, MP. You're up.
Wiggins passes to Highsmith. Back to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Andrew Wiggins simply skies to finish that shot.
Knicks trail by 7. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Anderson. And it's Highsmith in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And here's Huerter. He has 7. Pass to Anderson. Here's Wiggins. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Anderson with the ball. 6 to shoot. Back to Wiggins. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Wiggins has got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat. Fires from deep. Money, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Huerter passes to Wiggins. They get a hand on it. Hart with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He had 44 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Here's Wiggins. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Here's Huerter. It's rebounded by Towns. New York's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Wiggins. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And that one, good.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Hands it from downtown.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Jalen Brunson.
Substitution on the court.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Rozier. Wiggins outside. This one for three. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Money passes to Anunoby. Here's Money. He's covered by Hero. Pass to Money. Takes the 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And what a year it's been for MP. A clear Rookie of the Year favorite and in the conversation, believe it or not, for MVP.
Just an astonishing debut season for MP. He'd be in historic company if he was able to take home both of those trophies this year.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Wiggins passes to Hero. Wiggins against Anunoby to the paint. The fader. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Money, no good. Anunoby against Rozier. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Adebayo. And here is Hero. Right at the free throw line. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. New York ahead. They lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler Ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it? Tyler Hero?
Tyler Ball, Hero Ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each conference. The Western Conference winner, Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous effort lately for this guy. Victor, 7'4". This dude is 7'4". Folks, I mentioned because skills-wise, he's kind of like a small forward.
Lots of great NBA players from France, but he has a good shot at being the best of that group. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Money.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
When a team Doors is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting, even when you don't have your best game available.
And New York, looking at who they've got, we've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Harden. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Money in at the point. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. I came into the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Adebayo. On the wing, Rozier. Defended by Bridges. Kicks it out to Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 4 assists now tonight.
And when you watch Hero play, it's no surprise he's a gym rat. He can score from any spot on the floor. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Huh? What a group. Well, you look at money all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
It's got to be him. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
Miles McBride's checked in for Anunoby. Ware kicks to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Wiggins up top. Hero from long range. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
Pass to Hart. Here's Money. No good from outside. The Heat trail by 4. Wiggins dishes to Ware, and Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very
substitution on the court.
Seven seconds left to play in the third. Here's Money. Buries the long-range jumper. Money's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Knicks.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to...
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Heat lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got Alec Burks. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Highsmith in at the small forward position. It's the group on the floor for Miami. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Wow, Anderson at the rim. Look out below.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Jaquez. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat making a change here. Mitchell's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
And the Knicks making a change here as well. Hart's checked in. Mitchell wide open. No good on the quick 3. New York trailing. Here's Money. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Miami, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Davion Mitchell.
Substitution on the court.
And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Anderson kicks to Hero. Drills it from outside. Hero's got 20 points.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had before.
Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket for Money.
the real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
Lets it go from the wing, and the basket by Money. Money's got 41.
Shots are just flowing from him right now. Having a really strong quarter.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul of the game.
Number 4. Substitution on the court.
Wiggins passes to Hero. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Adebayo. Back to Hero. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way up. Towns has got it all tied up now for New York.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Here's Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. That gives them the lead. Money's got 44.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
That's good by Hero.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero call for the ball. Clutch.
Here's Money. Good. Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Here's Hero. And he makes good on the layup. Hero's got 26 points.
And how about Hero's body control? Capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
They grab their own miss. The 3. And another one falls.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That nigga be shooting, boy.
11 points in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Here's Money. He's covered by Hero. Towns for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Here's Hero. It's rebounded by New York. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
First team foul.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Money. Back to Anunoby. Here's Money. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tyler Hero picks one up.
Really a good job to take it right at the D.
Shooting from New York. Number 0. 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Miami. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Lays it up off the glass. Hero's got 30 points.
They needed points. Tyler Hero gives them.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third team foul. At the line for the Knicks.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for the Knicks, number 0-2.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called, the Heat. They're behind by 8. Guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
$19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good on the quick three. Here's Money. Lets it go from deep. And again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
That's what I'm talking about. Great win tonight, MP. You ready to give these fans what they paid for? Another month, another award for MP.
Giveaway in our next game. All fans in attendance will get
It's a very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. Welcome, everyone, courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You take a look at the Knicks, a fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference.
Well, right now for New York, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Payton in at the small forward. And for the Knicks, we've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Money in at the point. And if you're a fan of New York City, you love these couple of games.
Oh, yeah. Basketball in New York City just hits different. Facing both the Knicks and Nets in consecutive games, and you're getting to spend a little extra time here, too. That's a fun stretch for players and the fans.
Now here's Hield. Shoots. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. Here's Money. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Hart. Here's Money. Three-pointer, no good. Now the Warriors with it. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double team him. You'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy fixing Steph, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Curry. 33 points last game.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Here's Towns. 2 points. That one goes.
And look at Cat showing off the handle.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Payton. Back to Curry. And there's the rejection. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with it.
He got it again! Sensational!
And I think some of us saw this coming, but now it's happened. He set the new all-time rookie record for points scored in a season.
This was a record that almost seemed unattainable, unfathomable. But here we are, witnessing history in the making, and quite possibly the start of a career that's already showing the hallmark of a truly generational talent. And Steve Kerr calls time out here, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Switch here. Monk's checked in. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
Outside Kuminga. Outside Curry. To win the run. And the layup is up and in.
Not just from deep. Steph Curry, one of the best guard finishers around the rim.
New York has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that you shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
Money nails it from 3. Money's got 12 points.
Doesn't get much easier than that. Hart was licking his chops when he saw his man wide open.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Heat got the job done. He ended up with 59 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Curry. Tries it from 16. Hart pulls it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Money. And the Knicks, another 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Outside Kuminga. 50 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Towns with a rebound. Knicks leading by 8. Bridges down low. Monk covers. Launches a 3. Doesn't go for him.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
No good with a layup. And here's New York now. They're on a 20-7 run. Money misses. Poke loose. Going inside. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's the New York Knicks ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
That's the shot right there. That shot was crazy.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Malik Monk is out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Kevon Looney. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Santos in at the power forward spot. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And most of the arena was totally against them. but they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
But Brent, something we've all noticed lately is the small ball era starting to wind down.
We'll be